So last week I brought up some concerns regarding the length of the season and the amount of matches that we have left within the Deluxe tournament. And this concern was answered with some good old-fashioned filler episodes. However, these filler episodes are amazing as they help develop relationships and characters. Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton. Today we're talking all things episode 6 of the Cardfight VANGUARD Divinez DELUXE Finals. Now this episode saw the reunion of the Destined Ones and some cute Akina and Now moments, with a sprinkle of Erika involved. So first and foremost, seeing all of the Destined Ones regroup and spending time together was so wholesome and refreshing. I love seeing their dynamic is still very family-like, and seeing how much respect and gratitude that they have towards Ikuwa was amazing, as it really emphasizes why they all supported him as the King of Destiny, or the Destined King. They all know that it was thanks to him that they are all still able to be together and connect and have this friendship and bond. Even after Sybil's mind tricks wore off, it was him that reached out to everyone, keeping them as one team. Now when it comes to the Destined Ones part of the episode, it really focuses on their supportive nature, as they all try to come and help Yuna. Yuna is struggling to find her way/path in life. She's finding it hard to even interact with this group. Her self-confidence is low, she's comparing herself to other people, and she's got that feeling of being lost and being directionless plays heavily on her mind. Now, of course, this all leads to some great character development that I really think was beneficial for Yuna's character. Now, based on everyone's personalities, I think asking Kurosaki was the best choice. Ikuwa clearly is smarter and more focused on his own goals, and has his direction. Plus, he's also the same age as Yuna. Hikari is still too young to help. Senka is as lovable as she is. She's too focused on eating and fighting. And as for Jinky, well, he wouldn't be that serious in this type of situation. Kurosaki gives her that experience, that seriousness, that tough love and hard truths. Because he's still able to be a card fighter while also be a businessman, which is something that she's trying to sort of look for. So I think she made a great decision here. Yuna's thoughts and struggles are very serious and reflect real life situations and issues that people go through in their day-to-day life. And the advice that she was given was absolutely perfect. Being told to try everything that makes your heart excited and just try. Telling her that it's okay to fail, as failing over and over again will help expand your world. Kurosaki even reassures her that it's okay to have fear, but it's not okay to let that fear stop you from trying new things. And so what if other people laugh at you? Their opinions don't matter as long as you don't let them. And that is some solid, sound advice that works for, the character herself, but also for anyone watching the show that's also experienced these type of thoughts. This was such a beautiful and wholesome way to support Yuna, giving her that confidence back and that push to move forward. Some side notes for this segment. I'll be 100% honest, I completely forgot that these units even existed, as it's been so long, so I actually thought they were using new cards. Seeing the fact that the angel on Yuna's shoulder was Mikoto was great, but seeing the devil on her shoulder also being Mikoto as a devil was even better, and hopefully we see a little bit more of a devilish side from Mikoto in the next episode, as we see from the preview that we're going to be focusing on her. I love seeing how excited and passionate Hikari was when listening to Ikuwa's dream and information about Krei. It was sweet seeing that Ikuwa still is researching that goal, which is a nice addition to the episode because it just gives his character more depth and focus, even though he's fading more and more into the background. Now then, the other half of the episode focuses on relaxing and showcasing more of Akina and Now moments. This really felt like a date. Yep, I'm gonna say it. We see them eating food together, walking together, going to a shrine and praying. But praying for what? Well, we heard that Now prayed for Akina to win this deluxe tournament. Now this was really sweet, and it even made Akina blush. But sneaky little Akina isn't telling us his wish. After all, we'll have to wait and see if it actually comes true. Now, knowing Akina, this wish isn't going to be something for himself. So I have this feeling that the wish is something like he wishes to fight Now in the finals of the next deluxe tournament, with them both being pros. That seems more like an Akina wish than anything else. But if you have any other thoughts or ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Seeing Erika hiding and following the two around was really funny, and seeing Makoto's reaction genuinely made me laugh. And speaking of Makoto, we're seeing her in the next episode as we get Erika versus Makoto. Now this matchup is hyped for a lot of reasons, and I love both characters. Both characters are fantastic. We haven't seen Erika fight in so long, so that's going to be refreshing. Heck, we haven't even seen Makoto fight for a long time either. So I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Now, we might be focusing on Makoto's character and giving her some development and growth, which I think would be really cool. And again, if we see a devilish side to her character, this could be very sort of helpful for her in understanding that, being that it's Erika that is helping her in this fight. Because remember, Erika had one of the mask gimmicks back in Overdress, so she kind of had her little villain devilish sort of arc, if you will, because, you know, she used a dark version of her ace monster. Now then, the ending. This was so wholesome and cute, because so far, throughout each episode, we've had an alternative ending visual for depending on which characters we're focusing on. And seeing this was just so much fun. The animation art style was cutesy, lively, bobbly, and we get to see Erika, Suo, and Aikawa following Akina and Now around. Now, I'm not quite sure why Erika and Suo are mingling together after the last episode, but this is an ending. It doesn't need to be that serious. And speaking of things that were very unexpected, we see a younger version of Aichi Sendo and Chrono Shindo. They make a cameo in this ending, and that was so unexpected, but very amazing. So, getting these slice of life episodes while still developing these characters was an amazing feeling and a very enjoyable watch. So hopefully we get more of this as we move forward. Let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comments down below, and I'd love to hear what you have to say. Have a great day, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Alligator, matane, goodbye.